There we go.
All right, we're going now. Because I'm really excited about today's episode. Like,
You
really
seem
excited.
it. Holy crap.
The three of us.
Do you want to cue the intro
hanging
before we
out.
tell everybody what we're doing?
I ain't cueing no intro. Oh, wait, am I? Outro? Intro?
Intro! Come on, we discussed this. We discussed this last week.
Every week.
Wait, don't turn the channel. You've tuned into High Gravity.
The show where we talk about beer, brewing, and bullshit.
Where the only thing we take seriously is the next round.
So grab a glass.
Fill it with something cold.
And enjoy the show.
I'm excited, though. Just the three
Intro
of us,
to
no
beer.
guests today.
101.
And we are drinking...
Sour beer.
Not even beers. Like, this is
Sour
bullshit.
beers.
It's just beer right on the bottles. Come on, man.
It's beer spelled, what is it? Bierre, you know?
Beery.
It's like the French spelling or the German
So on
spelling.
top of these being sour beers, and I don't like sour beers because they're just bad beers for the most part.
I mean, literally.
One of these is cherry infused or something, you said?
We'll get to
Belgian
that.
cherry beer.
I
get to
hate
that.
cherries. So, like,
I've had that
this
one
is
before.
a double
so it's good.
whammy.
I may have. I honestly don't remember.
This is a good beer. This one I've not had before. I actually sent a picture of this to someone because I assume he left it at my house.
You lost out, buddy. Sorry.
But like, I mean, we can jump right into the beer. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Jump into the first one. Let's see what we
I'm
got.
excited because if these both suck, maybe we'll have a little palate cleanser. You know.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be good.
So this one is called
I'm excited.
a disco, like as in DEESKO.
Like a disco?
Disco. So yeah, we'll have to
That
post some
predates me,
pictures
I'm
of it because
sorry.
the label's super interesting. But this is a Berliner style Weiss beer, and
Who's that supposed to be on the front in the
dude,
tank?
I have no idea. This is
Okay.
from Three Floyds, so their art is interesting. But like
We got Three Floyds again?
we
Yeah.
do, yeah.
You and your Three Floyds.
I have a lot of Three Floyds. This is not a Dark Lord though. This is a a Berliner Weiss.
Oh, okay.
So the description on the side says, this is not normal Berliner style Weiss. It is a tart and refreshing liquid homage to Euro culture. So it is a 2018 bottle. So if you know anything about sour beers, good. If not, with time, they tend to get more sour. The particular bacteria or yeast or whatever that happens to be the living culture they utilize lives through a lot more rough conditions than yeast, and it also consumes like more complex carbohydrates and things of that nature. So it can change over time as it's been sitting. So based on my approximation, this should be more sour than it would have been 6 years ago.
I'm so excited.
I understand Darrell's hesitation because I'm not traditionally much of a sour guy. I enjoy
I got a feeling
sour
I'm going to be
beers,
drinking a lot of reject beer today.
but sour beers don't agree with me. So I typically don't drink a lot of them, but let's see what it sounds like when we give her a pts here.
Ooh.
That sounded nice.
Yeah.
It's a good sound. It's a good sound.
Oh, foam.
Huh. Maybe I should get a towel.
Here.
Maybe.
Here, I'll get a towel.
This
We'll be
beer
right back.
is very active. It is popping off.
I'm going to just keep recording this
So
whole thing.
that
This
is
hilarious.
That is evidence to what I just said, where the bacteria and stuff continues going. Yep. Sorry about this.
At least you didn't get it on the table.
No?
Yes, I unlike
I
Darrell and
warned him in
Johnny,
time.
it is still effervescing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if there's not enough and I can't try it, that's okay.
Oh, no, there's plenty. There will be plenty.
So yeah, obviously the bacteria or whatever that's in this kept going
Oh,
because
yeah.
this thing is just
Those
bubbling
are some
like crazy.
fine bubbles, too. Oh, my God.
It is very, very bubbly.
Yeah.
It smells like it.
It smells, yeah, it's
My stomach already turned when I smelled it.
it's got a very sour smell to it, but also a little bit of a sweet smell.
The face Johnny is making right now, I don't even want to
When you
try
get that
this.
sour in the back of your jaws, like lock up, like oh, it's that. Like if you eat like 6 warheads at once.
It smells terrible.
I'm not gonna lie, I like it. It's really good.
That is really good. It's got that.
Like once you get nuts, that juicy back of your jaw feeling.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
It's got that tart kind of like apple cider vinegar
Yeah.
tartness, but like it's very enjoyable.
No,
I
it
like
is
it.
not.
It's subtle aside from the tart though.
Yeah.
Like
I
there's
would
not a
drink
lot.
apple cider vinegar before I drink this.
I do drink apple cider
I
vinegar.
do too.
It
But I
doesn't
won't
bother
drink
me.
this.
So I have a grilled chicken pasta salad recipe that I make, and I grabbed a bottle of what I thought was red wine vinegar one day, and I thought it was bad or something because I kept adding it and I couldn't taste it. Turned out to be apple cider vinegar, and I had to add about 4 times the amount before you could finally taste it in the recipe. It was so good.
I love cider vinegar.
So like this taste on the back end is like I don't even know how to describe it. I hate it.
It's a
I
little.
like it. I like it like a lot more than I probably should.
It's a little muted.
Yeah, I didn't want to say bland because it's not really bland. It has flavor to it, but muted is
Muted
Yeah.
is
a
the
better
perfect
word
word.
for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, like I think the
Like it's almost like a hollow taste at the end.
Yeah.
Like it opens up or something. If that makes any sense. But yeah, this is shit.
I like it.
I do too.
I think the sourness is very subtle.
It's yeah.
I mean,
I was expecting after that initial, like I said, well, the way it hits the tongue and it just makes the back of your jaw clench up like that. But a second sip, that's gone.
got a little bit of like light, like white grape, like a little bit of like the tannin from the
Like
skin,
a really shitty bland champagne.
without the champagne bubbles,
But
Yeah.
with all the shitty part.
the sourness. But it's not really overly sour for as active
No.
as it was opening the bottle. I was expecting it to be just like
It's
like
still
acid
sour, though.
It is, yeah, but not as much as I was expecting.
There's more, right? That's really good.
Oh, there's a whole bunch. There's a whole
Oh,
big
I'll
ass
drink
bottle.
I like it a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That is phenomenal.
It's kind of almost refreshing. In a
Yeah, I
way.
know. That's what I like about a lot of the
Are we
raspberry
drinking
beers.
the same thing?
Yeah,
I'm
we
pretty
are.
sure we
Just
are.
want to make sure.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Three Floyds doesn't make bad beer.
Well, a sour beer is.
You want a little more?
No, I'm good right now. I gotta finish this.
I'll actually drink a little bit more. Like I don't drink a lot of sours, like I said. but
Like
I'll
now
have a
that
touch
it's
more.
breathed for a minute, dude, the profile I feel has changed.
There's only been like 1 or 2 sours that I've actually ever really liked that tasted good.
Dude, that's not
it,
bad.
It has the and I'll give Senpai credit for teaching me this one. It has that that barnyard wet horse blanket kind of smell to it. Like give it a nice big whiff. It's got that barnyardy sour with the hay and the wet blanket.
A little bit.
But yeah, not
Now-
overwhelming. Like you
now
wouldn't
mind
smell
you-
it and be like, "Oh my god, that smells like horse shit."
That's coming from somebody who has very recently smelled a wet horse blanket.
Right.
So, it's not horrible.
God, yeah, it's
But I could see the description for sure.
nice in how subtle it is.
Yeah, it is, like you said, refreshing.
Almost a little bit of like banana, like a little bit,
Maybe a little bit.
with maybe that like just like banana sweetness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
I
upset
don't
about
hate
that.
it. I like it.
I'm glad I let this sit in my
I would
closet for
have
6
this
years.
again. I would have it again.
Darrell is very
I
skeptical.
keep trying to taste it, and hopefully I taste something different. But yeah, no, this is not
Hold
for
on.
me.
Look at that bottle in front of you for our next sampling. Is that corked under the
Yeah,
cap?
it's corked under the cap.
What
yeah.
the hell?
I was wondering the same thing.
Huh.
Hopefully the next one's better with cherries.
Ooh, I've had the next one and it's really good, but I mean, once again, Three Floyds delivers. Like
We're gonna need that too.
we've never had a Three Floyds beer that wasn't good.
I like it. I would definitely have it again.
I will not have this again.
I'll be going down there in May, so I'll see if I can pick up
got
some other
tickets?
things. I have tickets.
Nice.
Yep, I have tickets, and they usually sell, at least last year, allotments of vintage variants and stuff. So I will
Nice.
once again come back with like 30 bottles of Dark
Nice.
Lord and variants for, you know,
I would
we'll
love
have
to have
another
done
Dark
it.
Lord podcast.
I just can't swing it, unfortunately.
Oh, don't worry, we'll send lots
You
of
know,
pictures.
If there's anybody there who would like to be on the podcast, I can pipe in phone calls to this.
Well, it's gonna be me, Senpai, and Keith.
Nice.
So, and our buddy Tim.
Well, we can get one or both of them on.
Yeah, I think Senpai would have a lot to add to the conversation. Keith
Excellent.
likes beer.
Keith does like beer.
I don't know if Keith's ever listened to us. If Keith's listening, fuck you.
Okay. Oh, that's a dark joke. I don't know if I can make that one.
I don't know how much more of this Berliner Weiss I want to drink, but I am really enjoying it. I mean, you can...
Oh, I'll kill
If you
it.
want more.
I really like this.
Yeah, you can have all you want. I don't... Well, you didn't have to chug it. There's plenty of time to drink the rest of it.
Bubbles, bubbles.
I know how to pour
What
a
a
beer.
perfect pour. Look
I know
at
how
that.
to pour a
God
fucking
damn.
beer. You kidding me?
He's really good at handling the head.
You should see what I can do with the shaft.
Oh.
I couldn't say it, but I could show it. Not that, never mind. That sounded even worse.
It's only courteous.
Yep.
It's only courteous to do so.
Be glad y'all can't see what we're doing right now.
Yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be bad with this backlighting. You know, we'd have to sit the other way.
They have neighbors.
Yeah, what do they know?
Yeah.
I want to keep drinking this, but I know we have
I
another
don't want
beer to get
I
to.
want to taste this one so I can get through it and have to drink a real beer again.
Yeah, Darrell gets a treat
By the
if he
frequency and
suffers
how
through the
quickly
sour
we're
beers.
going through this, I feel we should have a third thing on the table.
We do.
we do.
There's
Excellent.
there's
That's
a
what I'm
third
trying to
option.
get through to. 'cause
But if I open up that third option, we have to drink all
the
of
whole
it.
thing.
Yep. We're not wasting that. All right, here I'll finish my
That was
beer so
nice.
we can open this one for you, Darrell.
Okay.
Thanks. So we can power through this and then I can drink real beer again.
Oh, that's good. That is good.
You keep saying that. It doesn't change my mind.
Excuse me. I like it. That was tasty.
That was weird.
Well, yeah, because there's the
There's a cork.
Yeah, it's just.
it's got a cap over a cork. Johnny, you do this apparatus.
Sure.
It's some kind of android arm, and Darrell's knocking over his mic, and yeah, it's got a cork.
Oh no, we can't open it. What the hell?
Oh shucks.
I got a lighter. I've always wanted to try that.
Ooh,
Thought pretty good.
Fancy.
I like that sound.
Actually, it actually smells good.
I've had this
Told ya.
before. I know what it tastes like, and I don't think you'll be mad.
Yeah, that like half works. Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry I neglected to read this before I started pouring here. Let me give you a pour. It looks nice and it
It
sounds
looks
nice.
really nice. Color's great.
The color's beautiful. It's got like a wonderful kind of like black cherry color to it.
Wow. That is. Whew.
And the aroma to me,
Fantastic. Holy hell.
like cherry lifesavers or Luden's cherry cough
It
drops,
smells like
I can
cherry
see that, yeah.
lifesavers.
Yeah. Yeah.
but not quite as artificially sweet. It's got that smell, but
Dude.
tastes like cherry dum dum, like cherry suckers. Not quite cherry lifesaver, but like
That
the
is
off-brand cherry sucker.
fantastic. I know you don't like
really good.
cherries, but look aside from the fact that it's cherry when you sample this.
No, it's wonderful as
It's
cherry.
just
So it's
amazing.
sour and
It's-
cherry.
I don't get sour.
It's
at
not. Yeah, it's not
all.
sour
Okay,
at all.
good.
Oh my god.
Did you say what this was?
No,
I'm
he
sorry.
forgot to
That's
read
what
the
I was
label.
getting to.
yes.
I was just so excited. So this is Kriek, K-R-I-E-K, Lambic. It's a Belgian cherry beer, malt beverage with natural flavors and natural sweeteners. Brouwerij Lindermans.
I'm sorry, I'm just watching Darrell's reaction.
Product of, oh my, I'm going to fuck this up. Product of Velzenbeek, Belgium, since 1822. So, Lambic beer doesn't really say how much ABV. Here it is. Lindmans Creek is a lambic made from local barley, unmalted wheat, cherry juice, aged hops, and wild airborne yeast.
Aged
The brewers add no yeast, bold cherry balance while yeast complexity. True lambics are brewed only in Belgium's Seine River Valley, neighboring Brussels. Now, to my understanding, a traditional lambic style is fermented in basically a large open trough with wild yeast.
So like a farmhouse ale almost.
Yes. So you would brew it right alongside the animals and whatnot, and I guess that's where you get that wet horse blanket farmyard taste from. But this really doesn't have a lot of that. It tastes like tart cherry juice.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
So I was gonna say, if this was a different fruit, it would be good.
Yes.
I would drink this.
I don't know. I love it, but
I do
I wouldn't
too.
want to drink a pint of it.
If you like cherries, this
Yes.
is amazing.
It is
Yeah.
very cherry. Yep.
Like very, very dominant and not sour cherry like I was expecting being a lambic. That's phenomenal.
There's a light sour
I
note
wouldn't use
to it,
the word
but
phenomenal, but you know.
I love it.
Oh my God, that's good.
Yeah, that is like a cherry lifesaver with some citric acid.
Yes.
You know, but it's not overly tart at all. It's like tart cherry pie.
Yeah.
It does taste a lot like dark cherry pie. Mm-hmm. A lot like it.
You know, this
I like it.
this could be something that one of our local bakers could use in a cherry pie recipe and call it like a lambic cherry pie.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Add an interesting element to it, because I think that like this particular bottle I've seen elsewhere, so I know it's not impossible to
I
get.
can't remember if I've had this or not.
I've had it once before. I think the same person.
I've had the
who,
lambic raspberry.
The same person who provided me with that last bottle, I believe, has brought a bottle of this over before,
Nice.
because they know how much I like Belgians.
I love Belgians.
So I'm excited, though, after this, we get back to beer again.
We can at any time
It
you
says
want.
beer right on the label.
Which beer do you want to drink? Do you want to drink the special beer, or do you want to open up something else?
We can go for that special one.
Okay.
I'm good with that one.
Because I
That
know
sounds good.
Johnny's going to want to finish this, but
Oh, I will. I like this a lot.
I think this is very much something like I would have after dinner. Like I could
Yeah.
have a snifter of this after
This
dinner.
is a
This
dessert
doesn't
beer.
taste sour at all to me.
No.
And if it was a different fruit, I would like it a lot. But the cherries, I'm not a fan of cherries.
I'm not a big cherry person either, believe it or
am.
not.
Oh, I love
We've
cherries.
talked like I've never actually had a piece
Wait,
of
what
cherry
cherries
pie.
are we talking about? I mean, never mind.
Food.
We're ready to mature.
We say whatever we want, damn it.
Should we play a commercial here while we,
We
get
can,
the next
but we
beer?
shouldn't.
I will get the next beer and I will rinse my glass so it is not tainted by cherry. Darrell, do you want to? Oh, you're still drinking. Well, there's a fresh glass there.
Go ahead, dump it here.
Johnny's not going to care.
No, I said I'd power through it. I'll power through it. It's not bad. It just tastes like cherries. That's all.
Well, I'll come back to finish this one.
Are we on break?
I mean, we can be. Insert commercial here.
Cut.
Here's to you, Mr. First Shift Worker. Your alarm clock is the most hated object in your room, but it's also your best friend. While the rest of the world dreams of sugar plums, you're up before the sun has had its first cup of coffee. To the unsung hero who packs his lunch by moonlight, the highway is your kingdom, and the early bird specials, your royal feast. You cruise past snoozing traffic lights, knowing they're just catching a few more winks before the rush hour rage. Oh, bearer of the dawn, you wield a mighty travel mug filled with that magical elixir known as the Pre-10 AM Personality Boost. And while the rest of us count sheep, you're already counting the hours until your well-deserved end of day. And so, with the stealth of a cat and the speed of a caffeine-crazed gazelle, you punch that time clock. You set the wheels of industry rolling while we roll over in bed. Tireless titan of the twilight. Your workday begins when our REM cycle is in full swing. Here's to you, Mr. First Shift Worker. May your coffee be strong, your traffic lights forever green, and your early bedtime excused, because someone's got to kickstart the day. And who else but you could do it with such sleepy-eyed grace?
Cut? No. There are no cuts. Only record. I'm keeping all of this. I don't care.
I step lightly. I was keeping it quiet.
On a slight side note, we do need more Here's to You ads because the ones I have left are not great.
I'll go through and put a whole bunch of them together again.
Okay.
I'll do the same thing. I'll move all those other ones into archives.
Yeah, sounds
And
good.
then I'll put them.
I keep them there, and I'm going to keep them in the folder in case I find a use for them in the future. But
Well, I moved
obviously,
them too.
this
If you notice, I
part
have
I'm
in
gonna cut.
December
Yeah.
and November. I just
Yep.
moved archive folder.
Yeah, I just make a folder I call old, and I dump them all there.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to give you the
don't
rest
have
of
mine.
this.
I don't have my knife.
I was going to try and power through it, and no. Just not going to happen.
Do either of you knife? Thank you.
Yep. Welcome back to High Gravity, where we're turning back into real beer.
Hallelujah.
So this one, it's going to require a little pomp and circumstance here for me because it's got a waxed cap on
That's
it.
a funky looking bottle. It's numbered. That's a special.
And it says adult-sized beverage
That
right
is,
on it.
yep, that is the name.
Did you
of it.
look? He's holding a picture of himself. Holding
Oh,
a
I
picture
didn't
of
see
himself.
that. And he has heart glasses. What's with the heart glasses?
I didn't even know. Well,
the,
it's all. It was Valentine's Day a few weeks ago.
the image of this reminds me of if you know the band Men at Work. You know, it's a, who can it be now?
I was thinking it looks like Men in Black.
But it reminds me
I was
of
going for
their
the James Bond
their singer.
yeah.
James Bond villain, yes,
That's
and
what I
like
was
the
going
text
for
and
there.
everything. It's got kind of like that Russian villain type labeling to
Yes.
it, but
It's one of them fancy bottles with the light blue wax and shit.
very fancy bottle. This is once again one of my favorites and something I have a lot in my collection. This is a variant of Dark Lord. And I can't remember which year the blue caps were. We'll have to look that up, Darrell.
I'll see if I can find it.
I think it was 2023, I think, with the blue. There's a PDF online that tells you all the years. But this is Dark Lord, like we've had before. Very heavy Russian Imperial Stout, but this one is Dark Lord aged in rum, cognac, and sauterines
Blue was
barrels.
2014.
This is light blue.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
This is a little bit newer.
light blue. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going. Sorry.
If you just look up Dark Lord wax colors, there's
That's
a
what I
whole
did.
like wiki that has the whole every year. But I think light blue's in the 2020s. And we're gonna have to look up what these barrels are. Actually, let me look that up as well because I'm curious because the pronunciation of it is a little bit difficult for me.
2021.
2021. Okay, so Sauterines.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, so it's wine. I can tell you that much. Oh, well, there's expensive wines. Let's see what the wiki says on Sauterines. I don't know pronounce it. It's a French sweet wine from the region of the same name in the Graves section of the Bordeaux Sauterines wine, made from Seminole, Sauvignon Blanc, and Muscadel grapes. Okay, that's enough reading that. Let's open it up so we can drink this delicious variant so Darrell can purge himself of the nasty, nasty sours that he had to endure. But I did say we had to finish this bottle if we're going to open it, so...
Oh, we'll finish it. I'll wait to drink the other stuff just to make sure. I mean, I'm not gonna let any of it go to waste.
So I've a lot of Dark Lord and Dark Lord variants. This is the only bottle of this I've ever seen. So
What he's saying is we should feel very special.
it has a very like soy sauce smoked jerky aroma out of the bottle here.
I sampled soy sauce. last night.
Smell this and see what you think.
Oh yeah, it's like it smells like the beef jerky shredded things that you used to get.
Yeah, like that smoked soy jerky kind of smell.
That's weird.
In a great way. I mean, it smells
Hand
great.
that back.
Yeah, you go ahead and pour that.
Hand that way though, please.
Oh, that looks
It is thick too. Yeah,
It
even
looks
pouring is thick.
like- here, I'll try and
thick.
get a sound, but it just sounds thick here. That sounded pretty tasty.
So before we move on, I'm gonna call a quick commercial. We'll be right back.
Here's to you, Mr. Unsung Hero of the Second Shift. While the rest of the world is winding down, you're just gearing up, swapping your pillow for a time card and 2 cups of Joe. You stride into work as nightfall blankets the city, armed with a lunchbox and the unmatched skill of navigating an almost empty parking lot. Your good morning is met with crickets, actual crickets, and maybe the distant hum of the vending machine, your most loyal break time buddy. You're the master of artificial light, turning warehouses into daylight with the flip of a switch and making sure every nocturnal task is handled with precision. All while battling the eternal question, is it today or tomorrow? To the unseen warriors of conveyor belts and call centers, keeping the wheels of industry turning, we salute you. You defy body clocks and sun cycles because your work ethic doesn't rely on the Earth's rotation. And when a random Tuesday night feels like a free day, you invent the Wednesday weekend. You feast on breakfast at midnight and lunch at dawn, bending time like a daylight savings daydream, watching late shows while eating takeout dinners. And as the rest of us slip into slumber, dreaming about the morning traffic you'll skillfully avoid, remember we owe you a debt of nighttime gratitude. So, crack open a cold one, second shifter. You show us that even when the sun's down, your spirit and productivity are high. You make sure that while we dream, the world keeps on spinning, one graveyard shift at a time.
Welcome back to High Gravity. Thank you for that moment. We're going to, hold on. Perfect.
Was that the first time we've said we're going to commercial and welcome back?
That's like the fourth time.
That we've said welcome back from a commercial?
I don't know if we've.
I don't think we've ever done
All
that.
right, so to cleanse Darrell's palate here, this is bottle number 344 out of 3,000 of adult-sized beverage. And again, if you're not following on our Untappd, we will post pictures on our Untappd of all the bottles that we're drinking so you can get
Eventually.
some of their art.
Actually, a few episodes in the show notes, it's plugged.
Ooh, but now smelling it in the glass, I get way more like
Holy
dark
soy.
chocolate and like rich molasses.
And the taste, right off the rib in the taste, though, you can taste like a soy-esque-ness, if that makes any sense.
Oh my God. It's like chocolate, like dark chocolate and then like smoked soy.
Yeah.
Like soy sauce. It's got that kind of like
Like if you mix
soy
that
sauce,
Hershey's
smoky
cocoa
jerky.
powder into soy sauce.
It's a very rich taste. Too.
Yeah.
Very rich. It's super heavy.
I was just to say, that is heavy as hell.
Very, very smoky without being like too much so. Like if you like a smoky beverage, this definitely hits the note.
This is like a one glass and done.
Yeah, but normally smoke is overpowering. This isn't
Yeah.
overpowering at all.
No, it's nice. Ooh.
I had that
But
with
that could be because it aged out too.
Yeah, my mom bought a smoked cheddar for me the other day that I tried. And I like cheese, so I cut a big slice off and I ate it. And it's like, oh my God, that's smoky.
Yeah, it's one of those little nibblers, you know.
Yeah, so what I've been doing, I cut that really thin if I'm making like a ham sandwich. Cut that super thin, cut a regular cheddar, put that on top. Ooh,
Sounds good.
So this doesn't have the ABV on it.
Dark Lord is 15%.
This one is?
Yeah, Dark Lord by itself is 15%. So before they put it in the rum, then the cognac, then the wine barrels.
Jesus.
And as we know, the beer never picks up alcohol from those barrels. So the ABV will never get higher.
Yeah, definitely not.
Definitely not. So it's definitely not higher than 15%. We can guarantee that through science.
Follow the science.
But yeah, it's strong, but it does not taste its alcohol.
It doesn't taste like
volume
it's
at
15 at all. That's why I was looking.
My God, I like that a lot. Like a lot.
It is seriously, it has like a smoked jerky kind of quality to it that is just wild.
Oh my God, that's good as hell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I only have one bottle of this, so
Enjoy.
all the more reason to come on and drink it. I just have too much
So
Dark
here's
Lord,
my
man.
question.
This is my excuse to get rid of it.
Looking at the bottle, is that 1996 the year the brewery was made, or is this bottle from 1996?
I don't think they had Dark Lord in 1996, did they? But no, this is not from
No, it's
1996.
2021 we looked. 'Cause
Oh,
of the-
right.
This is one of the vintage bottles I'm
As
pretty
we
sure I got
established
last
a couple
year.
episodes ago, I don't really listen half the time.
But we'll see. We'll see what I get in May when I go back and come home with another
excited.
probably 30 bottles.
Next year, I'm going to plan to go.
What's this year's color?
I don't know yet. We'll find out.
Oh, so they don't like pre-say or...
Well, and this year, like the way they've been doing it, like I'll get because I have 2 tickets, I'll get 2 bottles of regular Dark Lord and then 3 vintage variants per ticket, so I'll get 6 vintage variants. And then last year they were selling vintage bottles and variants for money, so
when you buy
I'll
the
buy a lot
ticket,
of those too.
Is it a chance to buy the beers with that,
No.
or you buy the ticket and that's
No,
the beers you get?
your ticket at least this year, it changes from year to year, but this year your ticket comes with a bottle of that year's Dark Lord and then 3 years of vintage variants.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So I
misunderstood that.
It used to be 4 bottles of that year's Dark Lord and then a variant beer. And then the secondary market kind of was prospering. So they decided, well, why let a secondary market exist when we can just give people the variants? Like, everyone wanted the variants. Like, the regular Dark Lord did just kind of come like, oh, it's a good beer, you know? But everyone was trading the variants or selling the variants, so they just seemingly decided, like, well, let's just start giving out a bunch of variants
More of those.
because that's what people want.
Yeah. I like that.
And I still have some very highly coveted variants in my collection, like I've mentioned before, the Marshmallow Hanji or the Chemtrail Mix are like everyone's favorites.
God, this is so good.
Well, I haven't had a bad Three Floyds.
I haven't either.
Ever.
I thought I found a special one, so the local...
Except the Berliner Weiss.
With one exception.
Well, Darrell's wrong, because the rest of us like that. And
Yeah, that was
rules,
a good. That was a good Berliner Weiss. It wasn't too sour. It wasn't too over the top. Like I've
I
had
said,
Berliner
that's a
Weiss that
good,
have been like
refreshing beer.
Yeah, it was
super
really
sour.
good.
Hot summer day, ice cold beer, that'd be, ooh, mint.
Yeah, and then I'd be throwing up by the afternoon because I drank 3 pints of sour beer. Like sour beer just doesn't agree with me. It must be the mix
That's
of
one of the
bacteria and
only
shit.
things that's ever messed with my stomach is when we did the sour beer tasting in the judging class. I will admit that, but we had some sour stuff, dude. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot that even I couldn't get into a whole lot of.
Man, this is good. We need about 5 more people to help us drink this bottle.
No, we don't.
we'll
No, we
get
don't.
it.
No, we don't.
I'll drink this one. This one's good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's great. I'm just saying it is.
But even look at the color that changes on the glass because it's thick.
Look
Oh,
at,
yeah,
look
like
at how it
it's-
sticks to the side.
The lacing.
oh, my God, dude.
It hangs. It clings to the side of the glass like syrup.
So the best description I can give to those of you who are listening, if you have those old shitty Tupperware containers and you put like a red-based pasta sauce in, and
That
it
container will
stains
never
the
be the
plastic
same.
red,
That's what it looks like. Yes.
that's what the glass looks like. If you swirl this delectable beer in the glass, the clear glass turns a
and you fling it
medium
everywhere.
brown.
It's good, and the more I drink, though, the sweeter it seems to get to me.
Yeah,
Every time I
definitely tastes
taste it, it's
sweet, yeah.
sweeter and sweeter and sweeter.
Yeah.
it still has so much smokiness though.
But it's not an
fun
overpowering. It's not an acrid smoke.
Yeah, I just flung some
Almost
beer.
That
happened.
scared the
I
shit
saw
out of
that.
me. I
You
was
almost
hoping nobody
spilled the
did.
beer.
But I caught it. I caught it.
I'm not used to having a glass this full. I was trying to swirl it and it just like beer cockeyed all over my hand.
Beer cocky.
Yeah, that's why the 3rd episode is always the most fun. Like, you know, we kind of vaguely discussed the concept, and you know, maybe you guys can give us some feedback on this as our listeners of you know, kind of doing, if we do guests, 2 episodes of guests, and then like the 3rd episode where we've imbibed slightly more. We usually do 3 of these at a time, being kind of our
You're
palate
not
cleanser.
supposed to tell them
you know.
that. We've discussed this, damn it.
Bitch, we've discussed it many
Although,
times on air.
I know.
I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd episode that I am the least drunk I've ever been.
I think
True.
no.
we almost killed him last
To be
time.
fair,
To be fair.
the last 2 times we recorded, everyone drank an exceptional amount because you were bringing out pictures of SOB, which is like a 10% barrel age, and like our kind of in between session and warm up beer was 10% barrel age.
There was one episode where I was so bad, I don't even think I said 12 words.
Well, you choked.
that
choked
that
on
was
beer.
recent. That was recent.
Yeah, you guys will actually have gotten that episode. I think.
3 weeks ago.
About 3 or 4 weeks before you hear
thereabouts,
this,
yeah.
but just for context, it was a Mexican lager, and Darrell just couldn't handle the japes.
I don't remember what you said or why I did that. Like,
He was very
That
few
was a
words.
rough
Like,
day.
I almost want to go back and count the amount of words he says.
it was probably less than 12.
Yeah, he inhaled his beer and
I
was
think
choking,
brother,
so we had to
brother
bring Phil on.
Brother
Yeah.
Phil, who stepped in for Brother Darrell, I think said more words than you did all episode.
We had to have Phil hold it down. I remember hearing like Darrell had gone into the back of the brewery to hack up his lungs,
Oh, and
I remember
you can hear
hearing
him
I
hacking
heard
it up in the background.
Phil saying, "Are you all right?"
Yeah.
And you're just like, I inhaled beer, like. Yeah, the artwork to that can, though. I mean, no judgments. It was a good beer, but the artwork was
But
hilarious.
then when we
Like-
had like Becky, Kelly, and John on,
oh, that was problematic.
Man,
They're
by
all
that
fun
last
drinkers.
one-
Yeah, we were all feeling pretty good that day.
John was lucky he left early because things only devolved from there.
No, he stayed through all three.
No, but
No,
he
but
left
to
before we
lunch.
went next door to have lunch and play pool
And drink more.
and have some
and-
shots
Oh my gosh.
and eat some beef stroganoff. Like it was. Shout out Commercial House beef stroganoff. That shit was delicious.
Oh, yeah.
And we also did very
The
poorly
only
at pool.
approved after food eating facility of High Gravity Podcast.
That's right. Yep. And actually, they
Or Taco Bell, because I like tacos.
No, I'll pass on Taco Bell. Taco Bell's like sour beer. Nope, not going to happen.
Oh,
They have an event coming up. It'll be unfortunate that this won't air before then. We'd talk more about it, but that event should have been something we
February
discussed.
24th. Should have discussed it a while ago.
I'm going to be in
The chili
Livonia that
cook-off.
Well,
day.
to be fair,
To be fair,
there's no reason that we can't upload these episodes out of order. This episode is nonsensical and serves no purpose. You could
He's
upload
not
it before
wrong.
the 24th.
He's not wrong.
This could be next Sunday's episode.
It could be.
There we go. Well, hey,
But-
if Johnny decides to make
but
this next Sunday's
Sunday.
episode, it'll be before that event, right?
Next
or is it the
Sunday
day
it
out?
should
No,
be
that's Saturday, isn't it?
Well, piss.
midnight is when the episodes go live.
Yeah, but the 24th.
Yeah. Oh,
next
yeah.
Sunday.
the 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch, I don't know what day it is.
Yeah,
I say I don't know what day it is. Tomorrow's my wedding anniversary. I know what day it is.
He's trying to make me upload out of recorded order. How dare you?
Either way, this is going to be the second year that we worked with Commercial House over there.
Yeah, we should talk about the
Doing
event.
a fest.
Yeah, how was last year? Tell us about last year.
I wasn't here.
But you were part of the event?
Yes, we were still part of it. Had the chili on this side. They had the live music outside and the party over at Commercial House afterwards.
This is such a good.
And I heard it was good, so I'm expecting a great turnout. But last year, I ended up at my daughter's jiu-jitsu tournament.
Oh, I remember this now.
You get to watch
Yep.
kids
I
beat
do.
the crap out of each other. I
Yep.
think
I watched my daughter fight guys and beat them up. It was
that-
great.
that-
That's
surprised
fucking
me.
awesome. I'm gonna.
there you
And
go.
she's
We high five.
she's got the gift.
yes.
Yep.
Gift of kicking ass.
Proud
Yep.
father right there.
Damn
Not
right.
gonna have to worry about his daughter. I love it.
No, it's good.
Feel bad for any guy she ever meets. Sorry, Fabian, but you're in trouble.
Hey, I think he's fallen into the role. I think he knows what he got himself
he
into.
knows. There's no doubt. No doubt.
Hey, man, it's 2024. It takes all kinds of dynamics, right? You know.
And eventually we'll start talking about my daughters and their boys and
Don't put that on record, Darrell. We don't need any evidence.
which ones we've had to get rid of.
Just remember when the court cases come, this will be the evidence.
I'll be like in Mexico or something. It's fine.
So
we could phone in.
so the
we
second-
discussed earlier. I can pipe in remote cell phone
So the
calls.
second annual Bibs and Brews coming up on the 24th February, and yeah, at this point you're gonna miss it because Johnny's not gonna upload out of order. I understand.
Although, if you've listened to our podcast before, we'll put it on our Facebook page.
Yes,
Someone's gonna have to remind me. Of that.
Okay.
it'll be
And
advertised.
then it's on the Starcraft Brewery page. So if you're listening to us, you should already be following us.
Yeah,
So
and
if
if
you
you're not,
hear this
what
and
the
it's
fuck?
news, wake up.
Wake up, sheeple. But yeah, so I had to explain to my wife what bibs were. And I'm like, I know what you know that we've been out on the ice
the
before.
Carhartts and-
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, you know what
I was
they
gonna
are.
make a joke about
was
going to Lobster
just going to
Fest
take
and
a
having a
picture of
beer.
that to send to... No, you can pour. You can
Dude, he was in the middle of posing a picture. You're like,
I didn't care. I wanted more beer.
No, I just asked Senpai if
I'm gonna ruin my palate a bit with a
that's
little bit more of
where
this.
the
Because I want to get rid of it and
beer came
cleanse
from.
it with that.
I thought he had given us the Berliner Weiss, but he hadn't. So I'm just trying to tell him that, yeah, I was reaching out to a friend who I thought had given us this bottle. Well, not this bottle, the previous bottle that Darrell loved. He loved 3/4 Berliner Weiss from
It was
2018.
amazing.
I'm gonna do that again. I just want to get rid of this so that I can end my day on that one.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine that I've invited to the podcast before, and I just want to make him jealous of the that we're having this delicious Three Floyds variant here, this Darkwood variant that he's not part of. Got to remind Senpai of what he's missing out
This
on.
one's good.
It is wonderful.
It's definitely not my favorite Three Floyds, though.
No, I think the smokiness and the richness of it makes
It's
it hard to
very
kind of
rich.
want to drink a lot of it. We've had other variants that were slightly less rich, but in the vein of variants, they are very rich. They're very thick beers.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna disrespect that because it's amazing. But roll with the idea here. The richness, depth of flavor,
with
depth
the cherry.
Yes.
No, you need to try that.
I will.
No, I'm going to dump it right in you. Well, drink a little bit more of that because I think I want a 50-50 mix here. So we've got the cherry Belgian
This
sour
is gone,
here.
so if anyone else wants to try it, it's going to have
And
to
we're
be
going to
from
touch
here.
it up with a little bit of the Three Floyds. And we're going to see if we can make like a little smoky cherry cordial here and see how Johnny likes it.
Johnny's gonna love it. What doesn't he like?
There's a woman walking a wiener dog wearing a little jacket outside. It's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen. She's got a nice wiener.
Who's the dog or her?
No comment. All right, Johnny, how's the mix? A sour beer with a Dark Lord variant.
It smells good.
Oh, well,
See, he liked it. Look at that.
I think he's coming.
No, it's not that good.
He looked like he was coming. I'll try it.
You actually really don't taste much of the cherry in it.
No, I tried to be light on the Dark Lord.
Yeah, that wiped that right out.
Oh, no, I taste all cherry. I don't even taste the Dark Lord. I'm complete opposite.
God damn it. I thought I got away from this shit.
I taste none of the Dark Lord. I
I
literally
smell
only
cherry.
taste.
That's all I smell.
Yeah, it could be
Well,
that.
maybe I'm
It could be
better
that like we've been drinking this the adult sized beverage, and
I
so
just
our
taste
palate's
fucking
already
cherry.
muted. Yeah, yeah.
I appreciate that.
I feel like our palate is muted to the adult sized beverage, so that's why we're tasting the cherry. 'Cause
all I
we've been
taste is
drinking
cherry.
this.
God damn it.
That was good though.
That sucks.
I get more of the dark
Well, here,
Lord
let me give you a
Oh.
bit more Dark Lord.
Well,
and
I
see.
feel that I should have that in its pure form. We're not gonna have to worry about getting rid of it.
Listen, I don't. We're gonna finish this beverage,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course, and I don't care because I have more Dark Lords.
But you don't have more of this one. This is. That's
I don't have more of this one, but in May when I go back, this may be one of the variants that I get. So if we do, we'll know what we.
You
Try
need
that
to get the
one. Try that
variant
one. Oh my
for
Fuck, that's good.
first or second episode back. We did the Salt River one, the Dark Lord variant.
Oh, and the River Salt barrels.
Yeah.
that one. That was
That is probably one
Piers
of my-
Javelin.
That's probably one of my favorite ones
Piers
we've had so
Javelin.
far.
I think I have another bottle of Piers Javelin at home. I'm pretty sure I got duplicates of that. Well, no, I drank one of my duplicates at the festival. We'll see. We have to plan this year because we're getting a B&B and they actually allow you to come and go. So we'll probably show up, get all of
Isn't
our
that a gas
bottles.
station? Come and go.
Yeah, with a K. Yep. We'll get all our bottles and probably go drop them off at the car and come back for the metal show because you got to stick around for the bottle share and the metal show. And by the time the metal show comes, you've drank quite a few bottles of these Russian Imperial stouts. So, like, you tend to be kind of fucked up.
And when is the event?
May 18th is Dark Lord Day officially.
Darrell, you want to try this one?
No,
There's like 2/3 Dark Lord to the 1/3.
I don't even care anymore about that.
I
just taste
don't.
cherries last
I
night.
don't know if the tickets went on sale yesterday, so I don't know if there's still tickets. But me, Dan, and Keith all bought 2 tickets each.
Nice.
And the 200 a ticket.
It was like 400 and some odd change with fees, yeah, for both tickets. But so I've always said
Yeah, I'm not.
that
I can't go this year.
that if we only have a B&B that sleeps 3. But we can put out an air mattress, whatever. But if people want to come, they can use one of our extra tickets to get in. You're just not going to get any of the beer. That's my fucking beer. However, last year and in a couple years past, they do sell, I think it was $85 last year, got you a vintage Dark Lord and 2 vintage variants.
Oh, so that's not bad. So
Yeah, and
go off of a ticket and $85 bucks.
I
you get beer.
buy 3 or 4 of those on top of my 2 tickets. So the whole
so we
event,
could figure
the
out
whole
a way to
event cost
maybe
me
drive
about
down for
$700.
the day, find a cheap, shitty hotel, and come home.
Well, we can put an air mattress or something in our B&B, like,
Got
but
that.
yeah, like I can talk
I
to
can
the.
sleep in my car. I don't care. I've never done that before.
If you guys want to come through, you can buy it's and you would get to enjoy the metal show for free, and all of that sort of stuff. I mean,
I might be able to go yet. We'll determine that when it gets close.
yeah, this year too they let you buy up to 4 tickets, but I figured I'm not going to buy 4. Like tradition has always been we buy 2, but it's changed so much. Initially, when we were going for the first, like 6-7 years, you got your ticket, got you 4 bottles of Dark Lord and a variant. So we'd get 2 tickets, so you'd get 8 bottles of Dark Lord and 2 variants, and they did not sell variants. There were all the lot lizards as soon as you get out of the area where you pick up your beer. There's like kind of this lot,
Trying
and
to pick
people
them
are
up.
just people they're talking hangy, chemtrail, you know, and they're asking for these beers.
You heard the same thing I heard.
please.
Well, so the first
So
year,
what you're saying is I have a chance.
yeah, oh yeah,
They
yeah,
will
yeah.
pay you for a hangy.
Yes. And so I get this. So check this out. The first year that I was there, this was my first experience
I'm
at
gonna let
Dark
that
Lord
one
Band.
go.
And I walk out, and you don't look at what you got in line. Like, they're hustling you through. They just give you these bags. And I get out there, and immediately I kneel down, and I'm opening up like my bag and looking at what I got. And I'm like, oh, Andrew. And some guy's like, oh, I'll give you $300 for that. And some guy's like, I'll give you $4. And I'm like, what's up, man? He said to give me $4. You give me $3. And he's like, $4.20. And I'm like, I looked at the other guy, and I said, you gonna beat $4.20? He's like, nah.
Damn.
Dude just pulls out 20s, gives me $420 right there, and I hand him the bottle. And
Wow.
about 3 hours later, we were standing kind of in an area drinking, and some guy comes through and he's like, "Oh, what'd you guys get? What variant?" I said, "Oh, I got a hangy," and he's like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "You got a hangy?" He's like, "I'll give you $600." And I'm like, son of a bitch. But like, that's why they've kind of changed the format, because like there was such competition and like the prices were going crazy. And I want to drink the beer now. Like, I kind of covet it. But at the time, when I'm like, I paid $400 to get here for these 2 tickets, and those dudes give me $420.
Just paid it for it.
I get to come home with 8 bottles of Dark Lord and a variant, and my entire fucking event paid for. I mean, we still paid gas and you know, whatever. But yeah, so I got to enjoy the metal show. We got to drink a ridiculous amount of good beer, and I'm like, shit, why not, man? Like, I made $20 and I get to fucking hang out with the boys. Like,
Nice.
but now I'm an older individual. I make more money. I'm like, nah, I'm just bringing home the beer. Like, the boys get to drink the $400 bottles of beer, whatever they go for.
Well, we appreciate you.
Yes, sluncha.
And I will say, for this being a sour episode, I'm glad we're ending it with this.
Well, I figured Darrell needed a little something. This is the palate cleanser episode, so
Yes.
you need something to cleanse the
This beer
palate.
sets everything right in the world again.
It is so rich. It's like it hits every note of everything we had today except sour.
I want to drink it faster, but I can't. Just
I know.
So
I
good.
want
so
to.
much.
I don't want to disrespect it. I want to enjoy this to its fullest possible extent. This is phenomenal.
Yeah, I won't complain about this at all. And I'm looking forward to posting the pictures, because the artwork on here is very interesting. You know, gives me those kind of like the 007 vibes, but like also early 90s
I
kind
still
of.
see Men in Black.
I see like
what I
007
could see it.
villain
I
Russian.
can see it. Like, I'm thinking like GoldenEye when I see that when you say 007.
The only thing that throws me off is the heart eye, like the heart shaped
I still didn't even know that.
sunglasses.
Rotate.
It feels
Oh, they are.
like 90s music
Like,
video.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
it's-
Like I said, like Men at Work. Like, that's what it makes me think of. Like, you know, the land down under.
No, he really is holding a picture of himself, holding a picture of himself.
It's like that meme they made. There's a meme of like Obama giving Biden a medal, but they superimposed Obama's face, so it's him giving himself a medal. And one time we had this competition at work, and I won 2 months in a row. And so somebody superimposed my face on it as just me giving myself an award. It's like good job,
Nice.
you did it. I think it was for having the nicest beard. So like obviously I won. You know, I used to have a lot nicer
So you
beard.
were a winner.
I was a wiener.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting close to shaving.
Oh, no,
it's annoying the shit out of me, dude.
So I'm shaving coming up, and the only reason why is once when I get under 200 pounds. So,
I dreamed to be there one day.
well, I was 260, just over 260. I was 265. I know. You're a big boy though.
Yeah, I know.
But I was
I'm
265.
not happy about that either.
I'm now 228.
Nice.
As soon as I go under 200, all getting shaved.
I just wait until it gets to the point it annoys me. Because, like, in my coat, it catches zippers when I turn, and then it tears it. It annoys the hell out of me.
See, my beard has never bothered me. It bothers my wife, so I have to keep it trim for
So that's
her.
why you keep it.
Yes. You know, you've seen The Matrix, right? And like they
love
talk
those
to
movies.
Neo about residual self-image. You know what? So I see myself in the mirror, and if I don't have a beard, I don't recognize me. So when she's like, "Well, I don't like it," and I'm like, "Well, I don't like not having it," and like my opinion of myself is higher than anyone else's. Like what I look like to me matters more than what she thinks I look like.
absolutely hate it, but I'm lazy as hell when it comes to constantly shaving it. So I pretty much go until either it gets warm, because I get heat headaches really bad. So I'll let my hair and the beard go until I can't stand it because,
My beard keeps the sun off my face. It keeps my face cooler.
well, here's my problem. If I get a haircut, I look like an Amish terrorist if I keep the beard.
They have Amish
So
terrorists?
it all has to go. Who was that? Hello.
That is my daughter that we were talking about earlier.
I didn't know there were other people here. Hi, you want to be on a podcast?
Come join us.
We were just talking about her, though. You're right. And now I'm talking about some girl texting me back and actually getting a message.
No.
Although we did mention The Matrix, right? And the first time
Yes.
I saw The Matrix, when it came out, I mean, it changed the revolution of the movie industry of how...
Revolutions was the third one, but continue.
Well, you know what I mean.
Fuck you, Johnny.
Yeah. Can you mute his mic?
No, he's in charge. He's in charge of the mics.
I can mute my own
muted my
mic.
mic.
What about that? I muted my own mic.
No, you muted mine, didn't you? Oh,
So
no.
yeah, the Matrix,
Right.
because
Now you can hear me?
that really did
Now you hear me?
kind of change
Now
my
you hear me?
experience of movies. That sounded
So-
fucking awful.
So, anyways, it came out, the day it came out, there was a midnight showing. And my brothers and my wife ended up saying, let's go to the movies and watch The Matrix. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. I'm working. I don't care. I don't want to go. I was all against it. My wife made me end up going. We got tickets and we were front row. So I'm already pissed off because I had to go to this movie.
I hate sitting in the front row of movies, though, because your neck is just like...
You gotta go middle. You gotta go the middle.
The only spot available was front row. So here I am, midnight showing, front row seat to a movie I don't want to go see, sitting, looking up there. Now, within the first 15 minutes, oh my God, I was glued. I
Oh,
couldn't
dude, that-
move.
Oh, yeah.
That I saw that movie. I think
got
I
a good
was
Matrix story.
in my teens, and when I saw it, I think I saw it at my aunt's house, and I remember just being like glued to the screen, like, "Oh my god, this is fucking
Like I couldn't
crazy."
move. After the first 15 minutes, I could not move.
So
It was so good.
I love those movies, and I'm of the type, I want to be there, before the ad starts. I want to watch the entire thing. So my cousin, my aunt, and I went to see the second movie. We get in there, and shit started happening. If you remember anything about the movie, there was a motorcycle crash scene, and so on and so forth. And we're sitting there, and we got there a couple minutes late. It's like, all right, I can live with this. I can deal with this. We sit down. We start watching the movie. The lights come up in the theater. The credits start rolling, and everybody leaves. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I was livid. Movie theaters are not supposed to give you refunds. We got refunds because they sent us to the wrong theater, so all we saw was the end.
Oh no!
I saw the entire end, how the whole fucking thing ended. I was pissed.
Oh man!
That would have ruined it.
But I waited like over a year. I think it was on DVD release when it finally came out. So I rented it and watched it. And it started out the exact same way. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Well, what it turned out is the beginning and the ending of that movie are the same. The end, it just explains, the whole movie explains how it ended. Mm-hmm. So it starts with that and ends with that. I'm like, so I got pissed off and all that worked up for nothing. And I waited a year to watch the movie.
Although, after I was so excited when it came out, I couldn't wait to go see the second one, and I was disappointed. The CGI animation
they
in that
overdid it.
was
Their
terrible.
budget on the second movie was
Terrible.
$400 million. They way overdid it, which is why they toned it back in the third one. Third one, oh,
Yep.
great.
I still have not seen the fourth one.
I have it on Blu-ray. Do you want to borrow it?
I don't know. I don't even have a Blu-ray player. I haven't
can't help
had
you,
physical media in probably 15 years.
And in this generation, everything's streamed. What are you talking about now?
Yeah, even 15
will
years
not
ago, I
conform.
was well.
I will not conform to
15
streaming
15 years ago, I was just pirating all my content. Like so,
My mother
everything I was
still
doing was
has
already streaming.
VHS tapes.
I have a
Oh my!
VCR.
There's still VHS tapes and stuff in my parents. I mean, I still have a box full of DVDs that, since Kaylin and I have lived together since I was 23 years old, so I guess 14 years, well, 15 in April. I have not owned physical media. Like we've never plugged in a DVD player. Even like when I've got my PlayStation 4, which I haven't plowed on 5 years, that could play Blu-rays. Never once did we put physical
So you
media
have
in
a
it.
Blu-ray player.
Technically,
Okay. Do you want to borrow it to watch it?
no.
Like he'll just stream it.
No, because I'll just stream it in 4K. Like, yeah, but I like the how.
Oh, 4K. You're fancy. You're one of those guys, huh?
Ooh, I've got high-speed internet too.
It's almost open time here at the brewery.
The
We
music
just had the music kick
went
on.
bumping on. You can pause that, right? Because it's loud.
Is it?
Well, it's also a copyright thing if we're
Yeah, we
playing,
might have to cut this
We have to
part.
cut it.
Shit.
It's done.
You know, we can only play about 30 seconds of a song before it becomes a copyright problem.
Today we salute you, Mr. Third Shift Worker. You move against the tides of time. working while the rest of the world sleeps, ensuring that the engines of our lives keep purring through the night. While the nocturnal creatures roam and the stars take their positions, you're there, steering the ship through the invisible hours with a caffeine-fueled determination. From stocking shelves to crunching numbers, you make the Owl's work schedule look like child's play. You defy the familiar rhythm of the sun, trading morning alarms for sunset silences. When 9-to-5ers hit the dreamland, you clock in, armed with a thermos and the kind of unwavering focus that only the moonlit can understand. To those who march to the beat of the midnight drum, battling the yawns, basking in the glow of fluorescent lights, we raise our mugs to you, O Sultan of the swing shift, the unsung hero in the silent halls of productivity. Here's to you, Mr. Third Shift Worker. Your sacrifice doesn't go unnoticed, and the night is yours to own. Keep conquering the dusk, and we'll keep rooting for your dawn.
It ain't allowed in school.
Teacher, don't you feel me? Up at your rules.
So no. So if you stop there, we can use the part where we both started singing and came back.
Cut it back. Yeah.
So if you haven't
Depending
guessed,
where we cut, you have to explain that, yeah.
well, I was gonna say so. What did I start saying?
It's starting.
Don't start another one.
I'm stopping it. Hold on.
That's music.
There's nothing I can do about this. It's stopping.
You didn't get very much of the last pour. I
last
felt
of
bad.
That's okay.
No, you have
blending.
it.
Oh,
Is it gone?
no.
Yeah.
I just started.
That was the
playing
end of the pour.
something
I poured both of our glasses and realized Johnny didn't get any, so I gave him mine that was
You want to
over
split
full.
this with Darrell?
No,
I got a little bit left.
I was gonna just dump it in your glass, but
No,
like I
I
figured,
don't care.
like I would make a mess if I dumped this. So I'll just finish yours.
Okay. I did rinse it after the sampling one before you put more in.
don't
It's
care.
amazing.
What the fuck?
So if we keep talking over the music and you can't tell the music you're hearing, we don't have to deal with
So we gotta
copyright
talk really
potential.
loud.
We got to
just
talk
keep it
really
going,
loud.
Keep moving while it's doing
Keep
it.
it
Just
going.
really loud. Everyone just
Keep
swallow
close
their
to the
mic.
microphone.
What are you swallowing?
It's
Apparently
rude to spit.
someone named Mike.
It's rude to spit. You know that. Always use teeth.
This is going to be a fun... No.
You're welcome.
This would be a fun one to edit. Holy hell.
Well, the music's back off again.
I got this move I do with my hands.
In
where
all
I just-
fairness, I'm pretty sure we're way over time anyway.
We could have come
well,
a long
this
time ago.
this
Oh,
was
we
the
could have, but
third.
we're not gonna.
This was the pilot concept for our third episode where we.
What the?
And then you did it again. What the fuck?
It auto starts because we're supposed to open, so it's like music's off.
So
auto starts.
what I think that means is this is that song that plays at the end of the night. It's supposed to tell you to get the hell out of the bar.
Closing time.
Yeah. So Mondays, if you're not doing anything, come out to StarCraft Brewery where you can hear karaoke and you can all of us do the get out of the bar, we're closing, get the fuck out, go home song.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Or we'll just stay here and drink all night.
I support that decision too, but do we want to call it and move on until the next episode?
Shenanigans. Let's move on.
Shenanigans. What was the quote from that movie?
Oh, it's just, you guys know that funny restaurant with all the crazy shit on the walls? Hey, you guys are talking about shenanigans, right?
Yeah,
You talking about shenanigans? I'm gonna pistol whip the next motherfucker that says shenanigans.
You said that completely backwards.
I know, I did. Oh.
So who wants to officially end it?
He did.
Darrell?
Shenanigans. If you didn't learn anything today, at least remember this. Beer's the answer that makes everything better.
Can't remember the question, but who cares when you have a cold one in your hand?
Remember, everybody, drink responsibly, drink high gravity.
Most importantly, drink well.
Okay, not the well. Life's too short for bad beers.
Stay frosty, my friends.